Ku Klux literally means chicken shit. I didn't make it up. It's not my decision. I just noticed. Do you not have any linguists? If it's illegal, it's not the law. Fair enough? So, as moral obligations go, there is no religious merit to allowing Nigerians and faggots to harass and antagonize your political opponents until you get whatever you want. You'd have been demonstrably better off all along not doing that. Christianity is not just for white people. It's not, black people act like that's not it. The people that act like that are not Christians regardless of sun protection factor. What do I need with a bunch of lily white Muslim idiot wizards? Lo, for I have sinned and I have done wickedly, but these sheep, what have they done? Let thine hand, I pray thee, be against me and against my father's house. 2 Samuel 24:17. And then they stopped because it was not just an unwashed zombie asshole apocalypse trying to get away with it, getting bent over by the last guy and passing the buck because you can't complain. What happened? Oh, I got bent over by Central Africa. Well, why don't you complain about it? Because I had it coming. You're not going to tell me I'm not allowed to complain according to your standards. You're just never Christian enough for the guys that raped 84,000 Boy Scouts so they could stay in charge of losing. We are not affiliated. Talk about the Stonewall. Stonewall Jackson was not affiliated with the KKK. He died 10 years before they were founded in the service of a real war. Then Gandhi invented Muslim neutrality. Archduke Franz Ferdinand was assassinated by the first responsible Serbian. Saudi Arabia was founded 6 years after the fall of the Ottoman Empire. Like World War I just didn't count. Flat Earth needed a mulligan. So that's 2 world wars we might have avoided so far. Idiot grandmasters. Idiot grandmasters, that's what I said. In 2014, a doctor ripped off insurance so his clan could rip off our population credit, decide who lives or dies, send collections to kill me the next year. No hard feelings. Owe me a favor I can use. I tried to subpoena the hospital so they could get their money back, but somebody got to the lawyer, told them to take my money and laugh, so I had to look into it personally. Democracy has lawyers. You're allowed to hire a lawyer. So the war was not my decision, I just noticed. When I got back in 2016, my reason for living was 7 months pregnant. They raped her the minute I left town. And then diplomatic immunity since 1992 fled the country. People act like they know everything. And then you trace the Saudis to an attack on Cambridge Analytica. They don't get it. I didn't notice. The sons of Israel shall rule all the land on earth, which is under heaven, because only such a man can rule such a place. We can be Christians about this. First, I shall do no harm, and then I gets to punching. If the sanctuary is desecrated, the soil must be consecrated or is desecrated by your presence. Religion is, in fact, a search for universal and eternal truth, not an excuse to take a dive and point the finger at someone that will turn around and stomp on your pointy little head until there is nothing left but the footprints of Jesus. It is the year of our Lord, 2025, because only one man has ever been born perfect. And if you don't believe that, your New Testament has no divine authority. Who anointed Peter without John 3:16? The ISP doesn't want the FBI to look at this first-class package from Vatican City, which may or may not suggest that Al-Qaeda is excommunicating their targets on behalf of the Vatican without consulting the Pope. Did they shut down FBI headquarters in Washington, D.C.? Okay, who wants it? Boston? New Orleans? San Francisco? Some goddamn judge. And either you're in it for the win, or you're going to get back in your boat now. Sail your ass back to whatever flat, Earth-like planet you came from. One does not become a king of Scotland by raping Scotsmen. Imagine becoming emperor of the English-speaking world just by getting raped in every English-speaking country. What, then, are the prospects for Christians? Is this really a level that Reuters expects us to compete on? Oh, did I accidentally burn Reuters now, you commie faggots? We might have to nuke you-know-who again just for giving Cheney that plastic heart, turning it on and off like a garage door opener while he runs around shaking his fist at the heavens and depreciating our land values by corrupting the water table. Grateful and apologetic. They lured us into a stalemate and then called Charles de Gaulle a terrorist so they could protect us from France for Vietnam. They blamed the Department of State for JFK so they could protect we the people from each other. So it's already not our government. Then they got Reagan and John Paul II both shot so they could force all the little blonde kids to to fight a war on drugs with nothing but snake oil and rainbows. Nigeria changed their legal age of consent from 11 years old to 18 last year. So regardless, like we're supposed to get married at 11 now, so to save Whitey. Regardless, the past 60 years of population control, mitochondrial Eve culling grade schoolers with the Stonewall has been for us, just for us, not them, because they're reproducing as fast as possible. Has to do with population credit, like they're just worth more to the Martians than we are. We'll make great pets. They like our soft skin, our pretty hair, our meat. They want to catch us, fuck us, kill us, fuck us again, and eat us. If 200,000 skinnies starved to justify humanitarian intervention in Somalia, it goes to follow they ate our pilots. You call yourself some kind of doctor? If they ate our pilots, we are under no moral obligation to negotiate. We're not under no moral obligation to negotiate with anyone who does. So that's Y2K. Washington. If mitochondrial Eve proves the Bible is wrong, DNA is part of your religion. I just saved Whitey and solved 9/11. I'm not going to say, what have you ever done for this country? I'm just going to say corporate can't afford it. Like, I got to be nice about it, or they mimic some capricious homosexual who call me disrespectful. Democracy is a machine. It either works or not. The church is meant to last forever. The government is an experiment, our experiment.